How's it going, guys? So I am back with another pickup video, or actually just another video in general. So I know it's been a few weeks since I've actually posted a decent video, or something actually had to be edited, or something that's actually not just a little update like I did a couple days ago. But I can promise you guys, the reasons I took a break, everything is actually going as expected, as planned, and everything is going very well. I'll go over everything in just a little bit. But today's video is just going to be a pickup video, and make sure some stuff from Salvation Army, Savers, something I bought online, something from a trade, from a local junkyard, and a flea market. So there's a large variety of things. Nothing too amazing, but definitely some pretty cool things in here. So definitely stay tuned to see what I've added to my collection. Alright guys, so the first thing I want to go over is the reasons why I took a bit of a break. It's not that I was really burnt out from making videos, so like I said, I only do one video a week. I was definitely focusing on myself, and one thing I've been trying to push, like I talked about in my previous videos, is personal health, is, you know, going to the gym and caring about what I'm eating and things like that, which honestly, it takes a lot of time to really do that, but once you get in that rhythm, it goes extremely well. I can honestly say, and I'm freaking happy to actually say this, in 1 month, I've actually dropped 14 pounds. It's not a lot of weight, but over the course of 1 month, that is very awesome, I would say. Another cool thing I want to talk about is I booked my wedding, so that is a lot of stress off my back. The wedding's booked, it's just more so when it comes, and just starting the last few things for it, which is absolutely awesome. So I cannot wait to do that. It's not going to be until next March, so I have about 9 more months, and till the leash gets shorter, I guess. What did I get myself into? But pushing that all aside, yes, everything's going well. I'll be back to making weekly videos, kind of changing things up a little bit, because I just realized today there's going to be some cool stuff happening. Like, I was able to go to the junkyard today, and I have my fiance with me, so being on the go, having someone record with me is going to be something that will be happening soon. It might be a few weeks. Too Many Games is happening in like less than a week, which I'm super stoked about. So definitely stay tuned, guys. There's going to be some really cool things happening. As you guys can tell, I'm very passionate about it and very stoked for it. So yes, let's get on with the pickups now. So I guess the first thing I'll go over is some Savers pickups that have happened over the past, it's been a few weeks. I'll probably mix them up a little bit because there's some stuff over there I don't really feel like grabbing. But this is the first stack I got. A bunch of very crappy games, all sports titles, but they were like, I think 49 cents each, and I had like a 30% coupon. So I think I paid maybe like a couple bucks for everything here. And the only reason I grabbed Mag is because of the story behind it. Like, this game, it was like, I remember when it came out, I was super hyped for it. I didn't even have a PS3, but I was like, the idea of like the massive groups, massive parties, or you know, massive like multiplayer games that are going to be happening, it was like something that was brand new that not even PC gamers were really doing at the time. So I thought it'd be a really cool game just to have. You know, I don't have a PS3, you can't even play the game anymore, but whatever. Reason I grabbed all these is from back when I got that massive lot of games at the time capsule. Some of the cases need to be replaced. I think like my Final Fantasy X needs to be replaced. I think one of my Simpsons games need a new case. So that's what's going to be happening with a lot of those games. I don't care to own those, but you know, 49 cent, actually it was like 40-cent cases in the end. We all know that's not a real big deal. Some decent things I grabbed. These were actually on my birthday, so this is about a month ago. Yeah, a little over a month ago. A few games I got, which I already got rid of, so I'm not even going to mention them. But one was Dennis the Menace. This was like $3.99. Next, I think I paid $4.99 for this. Super Punch-Out! I have about 270 Super Nintendo games, and this is one I didn't have. I do have my Wii's Virtual Console, so I've always had a chance to play it. But it's really cool to finally own the physical copy, and I know about, I think 4 years ago, I passed in that game. I think it was like 10 bucks at the time, because at that time it was only like a $14, $15 game, so I was like, you know, I'll wait, I'll find it eventually. I mean, I did find it eventually years later, but you know, for, I think it was like $5 maybe for that. Definitely a no-brainer, so I ended up grabbing it. I've said this in one of my previous videos. Rubble Gaming Club, they are some of the coolest freaking dudes anyone could ever meet. And I'm sorry I'm not paying attention to the camera. But they're going for a complete Wii set, so any chance I find, you know, Wii games, I will buy them. Because at Savers, where I go to, they're usually a buck each, sometimes 2, sometimes 3. So I bought a big stack of Wii games, which this is all going to topple over. Whatever. So I bought a stack of Wii Games. I think I paid, yeah, about $1, no more than $2 each. So some highlights in there. I don't think the camera's gonna focus. Is Super Mario Galaxy 2. Let's see what else. Harry Potter. I'm not sure. It's not obscure. It's worth a few bucks, but whatever. But nothing really else. You know, Madden 10, Six Flags, Cooking Mama, Pictionary, Carnival Games, Wii Music. I think I might have mentioned that. Just some garbage, you know, Wii filler titles. But the reason I do that, honestly, is Rubble Gaming Club. They put out some of the best content I have ever seen on YouTube. Like, they are on my top 5 list of content creators. People that I love watching. I was talking to Mosley yesterday from Drunken Master Studios, and I was like, you know, as much, you know, I love watching the content, but it's also something I like to download and like listen to when I'm in the car when I'm going to work, because Rubble Gaming Club, they talk about everything they're getting, and you don't have to directly watch it, because you can hear, like, you know, the compassion, like, the passion they have behind all their, you know, the content they make, you know, the friendships they all have and everything like that. So it's something that, like, I love watching their channel. So if I can even, you know, grab a stack of, you know, 10 $1 games and they need one of them, you know, I've done my duty and I've hooked them up with one game at least. So I'll actually be seeing them in a week and I have a few games for them already. 2 of those games I actually have. I recently got, not too long ago. I paid $2 each for these. One being Masters for Wii, and the other one is Formula 1 2009. I don't know anything about these games. The only thing I know is that these games are actually a little bit pricey. They are about $20 to $30 complete. Who the hell knows? I actually passed this game like 3 or 4 times at I think it's Salvation Army, because I just didn't care to grab it. But then I was like, you know what? What's this game all about? Because I love Tiger Woods, like old school, like Xbox. I think it was like Tiger Woods 2005 is probably my favorite golf game of all time, next to like Fuji Golf on Windows 95. So I figured I'll grab it if it's that cheap. And then I asked Dan, I was like, do you have it, man? He's like, no. I was like, see it too many games, I'll hook you up with this. So that's where these 2 games are going. You know, I'm not looking for anything besides a thank you. I don't care. Whatever they want to give me, a hug, spank my butt, sure, whatever. One thing I'm trying to do in this video too is I don't want to cut it. I just want this thing straight and to the point. At the Savers I also go to, I grabbed a bunch of 49-cent DS games. The thing with Savers, it's a hit or miss. Like, I think most of these are 49 cents. 2 of them were $1 because they're Mario games. A stack of DS games, I don't think it's going to focus. Basically like Mario 64, I think. Yeah, Mario 64 is in there. Mario and Luigi, something or other, Bowser's Inside Story. Funny thing, actually, that didn't have the cartridge inside, so I already had the cartridge, so that's fine. Same thing, I think, with Scribble Nuts in the bottom, too. I just bought these, like, blindly came in packs of, like, 2 or something like that. Or some of them came in packs of 2. No more than $1 for any of these. Any of these ones I don't care to own. I'm going to use the cases to make custom Game Boy Advance cases, because that's what good games are. Old DS games are really good for. Definitely, if you have any connections to people even like GameStop too, ask them if they have any old cases. Like if you have friends that work there, ask them to set them aside. Just, you know, I'm sure they have no problem hooking you up, because that's what's really good about those games. Let's see. Also at Savers, I grabbed a few other PS2 games and 1 GameCube game. First GameCube game, it was actually only GameCube game, was the Sonic Mega Collection. Also grabbed Pinball Hall of Fame. I don't know why I grabbed this. NBA 2K3, it was there. Grabbed Cars. And last is Slugfest 2003. If you guys like NBA Jam, NBA Hang Time, what else is it? NBA Street. This is like the baseball version of it. It's just like Blitz. It is awesome. Definitely grab it if you ever come across it, because it's usually very cheap, but the amount of what you'd pay for, it's definitely worth it, like tenfold. It's such an awesome game. Let's see. You guys know I'm a huge Blizzard fan, so I grabbed a pop vinyl. I don't collect pop vinyls. I've never gotten into it. But this is like $11. I found it through Slick Deals. Is a Reinhardt, like the bigger pop vinyl. It's like a 6-inch one. I can be honest, the box is an overkill for really how big it is, because this box is easily like 10 inches. But you know what? It looks awesome. I'm a huge Blizzard fan, especially even Overwatch. That's been like my game of choice recently. So yeah, I've been playing a crap load of that. Let's see here. So I actually did a trade with Nintendo. I hooked him up with like a few games. I forgot what it was. I think it was like Herzog's Way, whatever the hell it's called in Genesis, and some other game, Master of Monsters. He sent me 4 NES games, which you're gonna have. First is Dodgeball, Jurassic Park, Batman: Return of the Joker. This game's actually really freaking awesome too. Very difficult but very fun. Last being Beetlejuice. I gave Rubble Gaming Club a lot of praise, like they're awesome. But definitely Nintendo, he's definitely up there too with them. He makes amazing content. Definitely works outside the box, not the norm. He doesn't follow any trends like what the popular stuff is. He goes at his own flow. He makes his own unique content. So he's also one of those content creators where you can like listen to him, watch him from any aspect, almost listen to it as if it is like a podcast too, which he also has a podcast. So I'll try to link that below too. But he makes some amazing content. So if you guys haven't yet, check out Nintendo, check out Rubble Gaming Club. Definitely 2 channels that are definitely worth checking out. Let's see, I actually did grab 2 other things from Savers. I grabbed the Korg DS game and an N5 card. Both these are $2.99 combined. There's actually an SD card in the N5 card, which if you guys know what an N5 card is, I think it's pretty much like a an R4 card, or whatever the hell those things are called, where you can play ROMs on your DS. I haven't tested it yet because I actually don't have a DS Lite or DSi or a regular DS, whatever it calls for. I have them, I just don't have chargers for them, so I haven't actually been able to test that yet. Let's see. So I'll just go over another thing I got. Actually, this is from Kingsley Blanchard of the Houston Retro Gamers. We did a trade for this. I don't know, maybe I showed this in a video already. I don't think I did. Complete box, well sealed, Game Boy camera. I traded him, I think, Exile, Complete box, and Genesis because he was going for a complete renovation set. So I was able to get this off him, which I was super stoked for. It's definitely a really cool thing to have. I want to try something unique with this, except I'd rather buy a loose one because, not that I don't want to open sealed games, but if I can get a loose one for just a few bucks, I'd rather just keep this one in the condition that's in. Okay, some more Savers stuff. As you guys can tell, I go to Savers at least, I'd say close to, I don't know, 3 or 4 times a week. So I'm constantly there, and there's just so much different stuff that I just lost track. Hopefully, once I get back in my groove of everything, I'll be able to keep track of these things, make this a little better instead of just rambling on, and this video is already 13 minutes long so far, so hopefully I can try to cut a little bit. But yeah, more stuff from Savers. Copy of Simpsons Hit and Run. This is like my 15th copy of this game. Tetris Worlds, I forgot I already own it, so that's why I haven't taken out the plastic yet. Spyro Enter the Dragonfly. This was definitely not $14.99. I don't know what was $14.99. That's a good question. NBA 07. Actually, I think it was the Mario Kart I bought. Yeah, I think it was Mario Kart. That's actually one of the games I already got rid of. Champions of Norath. Champions Return to Arms. Most of those games I got in one day. This is actually just this past week. Got Lord of the Rings 2 Towers, because I thought this was the Diablo-esque one, but I don't know. If you guys know which Lord of the Rings game it is, it's kind of like Diablo. Let me know in the comments below, because I'm really looking for that. I don't think that one is. What else did I grab? Game I've never heard of, called Brahma Force. And another game on PS1, Battle Stations. I've seen that. I think it was like one of those really cheap, like late release titles. Or maybe it was early release, who the hell knows. Grabbed a copy of Driver sometime. I don't know when that was. MX Superfly. Grabbed, this is actually really funny because I was just mentioning how I grab a lot of Wii games if I find them for Rubble Gaming Club. They do their fishing episode, and as soon as they made a fishing episode, I went to Savers the next day and I found some fishing games. I found 3 Wii games and I just grabbed them because they were $1 each. One was Hooked Again, Monster Trucks Mayhem. That's not fishing, but real fishing. I'll try them out. I like fishing games, mainly on Dreamcast, so I'll give it a whirl. Let's see. Grabbed RBI Baseball 93. Really cool thing with this, it has the original cards inside, which is really sweet. And last from Savers, Backyard Football. This is the only games I grabbed my birthday. Probably won't play this because nothing's better than Backyard Baseball when you have, I think his name's Pablo Sanchez. He's like the best player in the entire game. So hopefully I can find that game soon because I'm not a big fan of football games except Blitz. Alright guys, so now I'm going to go over some recent junkyard finds. Like when I say junkyards, it's places you go where your trash goes. Not like bags of garbage, but when you rent like a dumpster for like, you know, a week if you're moving or spring cleaning or anything like that, the place where all that crap goes. So if you are near any, call them, go game hunting there. Ask them if you can first, obviously, because you can find some pretty cool things. For 10 bucks, I grabbed a stack of N64 games the other day. Polaris Snowcross, Pokemon Snap, Hydro Thunder, Toy Story 2, 1080, and the last is Golf on Game Boy. I actually went again today with my fiance, which is pretty fun actually because she can kind of see, you know, the shit I go through. Wow, I just swore for the first time video. The stuff I go through to find games sometimes. So I found 5 games and some controllers. First game is Simpsons Road Rage. As you can tell, it's got water damage. It's, you know, stained or sun damage. I thought I actually had a case for this already with the manual, so I grabbed it, but I actually don't. So that's my only copy right now. In one of the random sheds, I found a copy of Super Mario 2. Grabbed Madden 2002, All-Star Baseball 2000, and All-Star Baseball 99. Only reason I grabbed this sports game is because it was like $10 for everything, so I was like, the more I can bundle in, the more I can take home. So I wasn't planning on grabbing those, but you know, I was expecting paying $10 with or without them, so just most kind of things you just throw in there. These, which I just cleaned up, which I'm very happy to have because they all actually work, is a set of 4 Xbox controllers. So there's actually a few different variants. There's the regular black S one with the green icon. There's the blue one, and then just 2 of the like original black slim or small Xbox S controllers. But $10 for everything. So it's like 364 games, NES game, which is Mario 2. 4 controllers for $10. That's an absolute steal, as you guys know. So one thing I actually really want to mention too is if you guys are going to be at too many games, I'm trying to get into perler art, not to make money or anything, but just for the fun and like relaxation of it. I want to make a bunch of perler sprites, so if you guys see this video, you guys want anything made and you guys are going, I can't promise I can make everything. Everyone's going to request to make a bunch of random things, but if there's anything you guys really want me to make, I'll make you them, and I'll just give them to you. They're going to be like Mega Man sized figures or Mega Man looking figures. So far I've done Samus, I've done like a Friday the 13th Jason type of NES style outfit, and I've done a Freddy Krueger, which came out pretty cool. Also done things simple like a little Mega Man 1-up, whatever you want to call it. I'm making a bunch of these. If you guys want anything, just request it. Can't promise to do all of them, but I might do some different ones. But if you guys want one, I'll meet you at too many games. Hopefully I have enough and I'll give you one. Alright guys, so next thing I'm going to go over is some stuff I found at a local flea market. I can be honest, I don't go to flea markets much because I buy enough stuff at Savers and like Salvation Army. I find stuff at the Junkyard and just a bunch of other places where I don't really need to go. It's starting to get warm in here, that's why I'm probably turning a little red. But they had Game Boy games. I think it was they were buy one get one free, and most of them were $2 to $3 a pop. So I grabbed, I think it was like 10 games for about $15. First was Godzilla, Bugs Bunny Crazy Castle 4, Olympic Summer Games, Mercenary Force, Cliffhanger, Midway Arcade Hits, Rush 2049. If you guys have this on Dreamcast and you want to get rid of it, I'll give you my address. You can definitely send it my way because I really want it. Thunderbirds, Jurassic Park, and last was Mech Platoon. I don't think any of these games are good, but I mean, $2 or $1 and change a game, you really can't go wrong. Let's just get this video done over with really quick because I don't want you guys to watch a 20-minute video, which that's probably how it's going to be. But like I said actually with my Switch video, if you guys find games at Salvation Army, Savers, wherever the hell you go game hunting for like $2 a pop, and they're 360, Wii, PS3, PS4, Xbox One, whatever, if they trade in for more than what you're paying for them, even if it's like only double, just grab them. Like I grabbed San Andreas. This was this was $3. It trades in for 10 or 11 if you have a pro card. Same thing with Assassin's Creed. Trades in for 10 or 11 depending on which card you have. So I paid $6 for pretty much $22 in trade credit at GameStop. I grabbed another game. I forgot where I put it. It was the actual Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories as well. For Xbox was trades in I think for 10 or 12. So I pretty much got $30-something in trade credit for GameStop for only $9, and that's what really helps me get Switch games for wicked cheap, because on top of that, you're also going to get like 20-40% trading credit on games like ARMS or there's another one, Street Fighter 2 as well. So definitely check your local thrift stores. Take some of those old games you're never going to play, just get rid of them. If you've only paid $1 or $2, you can turn them probably into like $10 or $15. Another really cool thing I actually got from Salvation Army, I'm just kidding, it's not cool at all. It's very funny, is this thing right here. As you guys can see, it is $6. It is a Famiclone. I'm not going to get into it. I'll probably do a video on this soon. But honestly, it's a piece of crap. The controller sucks like completely. For what it's worth though, if there's a way to make it so you can use like even a Genesis controller on this, I'm really curious. I'll do a video on this. But for $6, it has 70,000-ish games. It has Mario on it. I played that so far. I think I played Contra. It's alright for $6. I think that watch a video on that before. I think they're going for about 10 or 20 at flea markets a couple years back. They're basically some mass product that was done in China. A lot of issues happen. I'll go into another video and kind of do a little bit of history on it. But it's still a pretty cool item. What else did I grab from Salvation Army? So I grabbed 3 DS games. Cookie Mama, Imagine Babysitter, and Gym Rockets. All 3 for $1. They got this for $2, which is Star Wars The Complete Saga. Some more crap I'll never touch. Stuff I grabbed for Rubble Gaming Club, because I love those guys. And last retail game I grabbed was actually a copy of Pokemon Moon. I haven't opened it yet. I'll try to eventually. I got this for I think like $15, so yeah, that's pretty much all my pickups. I think I have a lot of crap. I wish I could show you guys, but there's 4 boxes around me filled with stuff. And my biggest problem is when I was cleaning, I shifted stuff into other boxes thinking I talked about them, which I didn't. Watched my last video, realized everything is about Salvation Army, and this has some Salvation Army stuff, so yeah, I have a lot of crap I still need to go over, have some reviews coming up, so I'm going to cut this video here, but like I said, if you guys are going to too many games, definitely in the comments below, let me know what you want to see for Perler art. I'm making just small little things like this big, you know, no bigger than a CD disc, or disc, CD disc, that's kind of the same thing. If you guys want to see anything, I'll try to make it. It's only 5-6 days away, so I might do like 1 a night until then. I'll make some random things too, just so I can give them out, because I think everyone likes Perler art. I mean, people find it cool looking. But if you want anything personal, I'll try to do it for you. I'll just do it in the orders being requested, and if I see you there, I'll definitely hook you up with one. But to wrap up this video, if you guys like it, definitely give it a thumbs up. In the comments field below, definitely let me know what you think of the pickups, and if you think anything's pretty cool. Talk about some of your recent pickups as well. And if you haven't subscribed yet, definitely do so you can check out future content. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great week hunting.